What's up, everybody? My name is Colby Novak with ColbyNovakWeddings.net, and today we're going to go over just some cool things. We're going to show you exactly how we color our SLog footage. Now, if you're a bride watching this, you're probably thinking, like, what is SLog? Well, it stands for Sony Log, and it's actually the picture profile on, how we shoot. So, if you notice that this shot's kind of, gross looking, it's kind of, gray, and it's flat. That's what SLog is for. It's to get the most information out of the picture without it being a raw file. Now this may be all over your head, but just watch and I'm going to show you exactly how we make these beautiful images out of a very flat looking picture. So this is the original clip we got, just a quick dancing shot with the bride and her dad. And we're just going to pause it right there. And we're just going to start correcting this image. Now I see it's the exposure is, pretty spot on. I'm going to adjust it just a hair. I'm going to go over and just brighten it up just a little bit. And then to get rid of this gray, we need to start bumping up contrast. We need to start pulling that contrast up about right there. We need to go over here to our blacks. Pull those down right there. We need to get our whites. We need to boost up our whites. Get our highlights. Boost up our highlights, get our shadows just right there. Get our blacks down a little more. Gonna get our master saturation, since flat is pretty, it's pretty flat, so we need to boost our colors. Let's warm this up just a hair. And that right there is actually pretty much corrected. I might just take out some of the greens just a little bit. See how we go this way, it gets green, go this way, it goes magenta. So we'll get right to where it looks just about right, which is just a subtle change, and that right there is completely color corrected. So meaning, that's the way the image looked like, in real life. So, we were able to take all the information and dial in the image exactly how we wanted in post. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go into our creative little dials right here, and we're going to start actually putting a grade on this film and actually give it some style and not make it look so normal, give it, some cinematic feel. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a little bit of sharpening, because this is shot with an A7R2, so, and the lens on it was pretty soft, so we're just going to take a little bit of sharpening and sharpen it just a tad. And we're going to take this vibrance tool right here. What this does is just kind of all the muted colors that are in there, just, that are not as present. What this vibrance does, it just brings it up just a little bit. So you can actually see all the muted colors, it just kind of brings them up. So we'll bring it up just a little bit. We've already adjusted the saturation a while ago, so we're going to leave that there. We're going to go to our curves adjustment. And then what this does, this is an RGB curve right here. So this is affecting all red, blue, and green, or red, green, and blue. So if I do this right here, drag the bottom, this is the darkest of the darks. This obviously will affect just, this will affect just all the dark areas of my image. And then this, get all that way to the corner, and then this will affect just my highlights of the image. Now when we're doing a grade, it's good to just add overall contrast to the image. So we'll boost up the midtones, which is skin tones. Skin tones are in the midtones. And then the shadows, we'll just take that, crunch those just a little bit, and then we'll blow out our highlights just a hair. And this is creating an SCurve is what it's called. And what this wheel right here does is actually we can tone, certain colors that we don't want. And actually there's really no colors that I don't want. This image is looking pretty good, so we don't need to adjust with this wheel right now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start making it look ultra cinematic. So in movies they like to play with the red or the orange and blue color scheme. So to get that, all we have to do is pretty much just crunch these reds just a little bit in the shadow. See how that gives you that blue look and that kind of cinematic look. So we'll just crunch it a little bit. We'll bring back our reds and our midtones. That'll be good. We'll take out some of those greens. I do not like those greens actually, so let's just take those out a little bit. Go to our blues, boost up our midtone. Oops, no, that's just wrong. Just kidding. Take that down. We're going to take up our shadows in the blues right there. And that'll be pretty much a graded image, and it's really that simple. Now what we do is we do this for every single shot. So if you see 100 clips in one video, that means we did this process 100 times. And now most of the time they aren't this easy. Sometimes they're really, really off, and we're actually going to show you how to do that here in a second. When you actually have an image that's completely, screwed up, we can fix it for you. So, but yeah, here's the before and after. So we went from before and after with just a quick couple little things. It's completely correct. See how that's just gray, and you can totally tell the difference right there. So there you go. That's a finished image right there. We'll watch it all the way through. And this is 4K native footage. Oops. Well, I didn't drop the camera, so there we go. Before, after, and before. After, before. So there you have it, guys. My name is Colby Novak with ColbyNovakWeddings.net, and I hope this gave you some information on how we color our images. So if you have any questions, just send us an email, give us a call, and we'll be happy to help you. Thanks, guys.